If China attacks Russia, what will happen? Stay close to both your friends and your enemies. Wise words. But what would happen if two of the most powerful countries in the world broke up and hurt each other in their friendship? What if China and Russia went to war? What could make China turn on its best friend? What would the other countries do? What would happen if nuclear weapons were used in this war? The relationship between China and Russia is better now than it has been since the 1950s. These two countries are separated by more than just a border. China gets most of its oil from its neighbor to the north. At the beginning of 2022, both countries said they would work together on space, climate change, the internet, and artificial intelligence. After Russia invaded Ukraine and most of the world turned against Russia, China stayed out of it. And when China wanted to get Taiwan back, Russia helped it do so. We can say with confidence that these two friends look out for each other. For now, at least. But Russia's resources are being used up because of its war in Ukraine. This could give China a chance to take over a lot of land. So, what would the US do if these two dictators' friendship turned deadly? China would have more people than Russia if it stopped being loyal to Russia. China spends $252 billion every year on its army. That's 4 times what Russia spends. Since most of Russia's forces are near its borders with Europe, China could move its huge ground forces in from the east to try to control Russia's natural resources and oil reserves and get back land that Russia took in 1860. China has more than 2 million troops, so it could win a ground war. That is almost twice as strong as the Russian army. China also has 35 million soldiers who are ready to go at any time. It might look like a lot of power, but it wouldn't be as strong as what the Russian military has done before, right? No, not always. During the illegal invasion of Ukraine, many Russian soldiers had to leave their cars behind because they ran out of gas. Yes, one of the biggest oil producers in the world didn't give enough gas to its army. The Russian army has been slow to adopt new technology since the end of the Cold War. And the already low morale of the Russian soldiers could get worse if they had to fight in 2 wars at once. China, on the other hand, might not do much better. Even though it has the most advanced army in the world, it hasn't been in a war since 1979. As China moved in, it would be hard for it to take over land that belonged to Russia. Both sides might find it hard to move their troops across this huge country. Russia might be able to turn the tide with the help of its oil reserves and fleet of armored vehicles. Russia's army has more than 12,000 tanks, while China's army has less than 6,000. But because the Baikal Mountains are a natural barrier, cities like Vladivostok in eastern Russia could be the first to fall to the invading army. Going deeper into central Russia, where the oil fields are, could be very bad. China could lose a lot of people and things. Even though their naval forces are the same, Russia's ships are too spread out to stop a Chinese attack. If all of China's submarines attacked at once, they could destroy Russia's Pacific Fleet. But who would fight for Russia? These two countries at war with each other are the US's biggest trade and political rivals. If China and Russia went to war, the United States might stay out of it and let its rivals kill each other. Since the North Atlantic Treaty Organization, NATO, was made to deal with the USSR, which no longer exists, none of its 30 member countries would help anyone else. Belarus, Kazakhstan, and Cuba are all former Soviet states and trade partners with whom Russia could ask for help. On the other hand, things are different in China. North Korea could be their only friend in this fight. This war would be bloody and last a long time, with no end in sight. In such a tough fight, Russia would only have one card left to play. Russia is ready to use more than 6,000 nuclear weapons. If China only had 350 known warheads, it wouldn't have enough weapons. But all of Eurasia could be turned into a nuclear wasteland with just a few strategic strikes from each side. This agreement to kill each other could be the only way to stop the end of the world. As long as Russia keeps terrorizing Ukraine, many countries are already looking for new oil suppliers so they can stop giving money to this regime. A war between China and Russia would be bad for both China and the other countries that do business with Russia. If China turned against its ally, no country would ever trust them again. If you enjoyed watching and want to explore more like this with me again, be sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on the notification to our channel before you go. Thank you so much for watching.